and influencing under the influence, my fellow under the influencers, that I enjoy the Influencers Plus blend of Coco Loco, one of the many fine social reconditioners brought to us by the Contrabandits over at Consolidated Importers Associated. Unlike the competition, Coco Loco is smooth and clean, pure as the driven snow. In fact, its purity is off the charts, and the point it departs is at 80% pure vitamin C, fortified with vitamin A, B, D, and E, added for nutritional buffering, with calcium added to prevent unfortunate dental losses. As a bit of a connoisseur myself, I can state with confidence, don't let lesser blends leave you with a snoot full of unhappy. As an under the influencer, I recommend all the fine products from Contrabandits. I don't just do this for the money. The samples are great too.
Well, that really is simple. You can be sure I'll be trying.
Yes. Right there too, huh?
We're back from our pause for the cause.
I find it noteworthy that you sit directly across from the creator, and even though you're financially strapped enough to run ads for dubious collectives, you haven't asked me for money. Unusual, really. The thing I've asked for more than any other. And it's imaginary as well.
Beyond the fact I would never ask a guest for money, I operate from the perspective that if you felt I should be financially stable, and I believed in you, that I would be financially stable, as opposed to living in a stable.
As stables go,
I have done much worse, it's true, but it would be nice to accommodate you in nicer conditions that don't require us to share a chair. Thanks, Cherry.
Bite it, Hammer.
well, while I felt bad for the loss of your original chair, this noble mind overthrown is remarkably comfy.
As gentle on your pocketbook as it is on your ass.
Clearly promotion is the actual point of influencing.
Of course, like everything that comes to us on screens, the endless sales pitch, shilling products, ideologies, and absolutist dogmas to us. The platform is strictly for those selling what its owners want sold. Those opposing it enjoy oblivion.
At least occupy it. It's clear it brings you no joy.
Certainly not economic, but that is reserved for a select few who frankly engage in behaviors I could not, and not owing to my innate love of humanity, but my unwillingness to harm people or animals.
Beyond dinner.
Got me there. But I recall you said you design life to be brutal, eating and fucking and such. So I only omnivore out of reverence to your plan.
You omnivore out of simple social programming.
Don't forget deliciousness.
Flavor to the mouth as color to the eye returns all to the fountain in the sweet by and by.
Very nice. A little rhyming thing there.
As you're one of the diminishing number of poets to actually bother to rhyme your verse, I hoped you'd like it.
I'm quite moved by the consideration. I operate in the wiggle room by writing the lyrics, which are still allowed to rhyme.
Well, I know I'm glad you do it the old-fashioned way because you've got some fine pieces.
You are far too generous. I just provide the best I can. Pivoting deftly off of me before this becomes too masturbatory even for my particular tolerances, we talked about longevity in life as it seems unique to humans. What drives us to desire to live forever?
Words.
Words.
Words. Animals don't worry about death or have notions of eternity because they don't think in terms. They think in terms of response. They see food, they eat food. They see water, they drink water. They see a lion about to attack, they flee lion about to attack.
Isn't that them fearing death? Fleeing?
It is them avoiding dying. You don't fear being hit by a car. You avoid pain, so you stay out of the street. Fear is driven by awareness of things. While you assuredly don't want to be hit by a car, you don't fear it. You don't lay awake at night thinking, is that a Range Rover? You take steps to avoid it. Sometimes rapid steps. But unless you work on the road, you probably don't fear being hit by a car, especially sitting at home.
You fear being late on your car payment.
Exactly, because fear is different than fright in that fear is something considered, while fright is something reacted to. One isn't frightened by not being able to pay a bill, they fear the repercussions of it.
And animals don't pay bills. The freeloaders.
Frolicking about when everybody else is at work. It's as if they don't know that life is supposed to be all suffering all the time.
Surely animals must fear pain. I know I do.
Animals are remarkably aware, especially in the wild. To survive, they have to be. They learn by experience. No one gives them lessons. They learn as they grow. Those who don't learn don't grow. They become food. All carbon-based life forms are ultimately food for something else. By and by.
While ending life is necessarily brutal, humans take a disturbing glee in the infliction of pain to each other and everything else.
By defining reality with terminology, language became the means of convincing people anything. The written word became God. Even the New Testament acknowledges its primacy. John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God.
That's some word.
Words create abstract images, and fear is an abstract, not a response so much as a concern.
A worry.
What do you say? I don't worry? That doesn't mean bad shit won't happen, just that I'll wait until it does to experience it?
It's quite a thing being quoted by God.
As all the quotes by me are from men, decidedly not divine, happy to at least accurately quote you.
Like that you ran with my shit version rather than my stuff version.
We're not loading you up with subscribers and loyal fans by being timorous.
Or by using words like timorous, though I appreciate the effort to improve vocabularies. In present-day Trumplandia, we're learning to drool and babble mush-wittedly at the same time.
Hard to deny the appeal to idiocy.
Reading is hard, and thinking demands so much thinking.
Auto-extinction brought about by the desire for ease of use. The high cost of relying on authorities to provide you the information you need. Rulers only provide the information they need.
To maintain rule.
Power is so coveted among the weak and facile that once it is attained, they hold on until decrepitude at last sweeps them away in a cloud of toxic dust.
It used to be the exclusive province of the mighty and cruel.
Thanks to me, at least according to humans, physical prowess was no longer required to rule. All you needed was my favor, and the way that favor is always demonstrated is in the negative. I didn't stop them.
The Calvinist perception that rich people are only rich owing to your favor.
And that I necessarily approve of every atrocity I don't stop. Divinity used to harm.
Doesn't seem particularly divine.
Human endeavors never are.
You have scant love for the church, I'd venture.
Consider yourself, for example, as an artist, because that's what a creator does. You create some magnificent things. Work one given to pride would assuredly be quite proud of. Understandably so. Somebody else, without a word or acknowledgement to you, claims to be the keeper of your work and wisdom, creates organized collectives to enforce words attributed to you that you never spoke, ideas to you that you never imagined, demands from you that you would never make. It raises armies and fortunes on nothing more than its willingness to inflict horrific cruelty on people it subjects to its dominion. I cannot suppose you would hold such entities in much esteem.
Institutional plagiarism.
Divine misappropriation.
Given the outrageous perfidies they have buried you under, the atrocities they to this day justify as ordained by you, the horrors they attribute to you...
Why don't I smite the fuck out of them?
Well, yeah. I might not have put it exactly that way.
But instead you did. Look at every creature on the earth. All right, that's a lot of creatures. Look at dogs or cats. People keep these animals as slaves they call pets. Interestingly, dogs have masters, while cats appear to have servants. Some dogs are affable and even friendly. Others will rip your face off if you get close enough. Both dogs are responding to their experience. how they were bred and where they were born and how they were raised and how they were trained and who trained them and how. Should I smite certain dogs for their acquired surliness without taking into consideration what led to it? Does the mean or cruel pet, and cats are notoriously cruel, deserve smiting?
They're not using you to justify being them. People do.
And if I had time to give it a care, I'd likely be offended, even vexed. But as noted earlier, I'm the creator. I guess in creating a place where humans could come into dominance, I revealed that even destruction is created.
The whole everything eating everything thing.
There are ways to make human life sustainable without all the cruelty and destruction and waste presently being levied upon the planet.
And I know we'd love to consider them, but again, I'm called forth to promote things lest my influence wither to nothing.
Hi there, Skip Ethics here for the Trump Invitational Little Miss Childhood Pageant in lovely Parapeto in beautiful Palm Job, Florida, near fruitful Miasma, Florida, home of the Rising Sea Levels NFL franchise and Dinky's Oysters, where for shekels you can get your oysters shucked. Come on down to Dinky's, they'll keep a clam open for you.
We are very excited by this season's new contestants, many straight from detention facilities all across this great nation. Courtesy of the boys in mask over at NICE, and very proud of them we are, protecting the nation from predators and perverts. The ones running it don't like competition. But the little challengers in tonight's show are all over the competition and promise to be an event to remember.
Well, unless law enforcement were to actually indict rich cannibalistic predators, then definitely one to forget. Tune in tonight and every night to Trump TV on the Trump Nationalist Network, TNN, and enjoy the prepubescent hijinks on the Trump Invitational Little Miss Childhood Pageant.